Namaste everyone. Myself Dhananjan from grade 7. Today I am going to perform a displacement reaction between iron and copper sulphate. In a displacement reaction, a more reactive metal will replace a less reactive metal. Here I expect iron, which is more reactive than copper sulphate, to replace copper from forming copper sulphate and form iron sulphate and solid copper. Objective: to observe a displacement reaction between iron and copper sulphate. Materials needed: copper sulphate solution, a clean iron nail, tongs or forceps, safety gloves and goggles. Now I am starting with copper sulphate solution, which is a light blue color. This color is due to the presence of copper ions in the solution. Now I am adding a clean iron nail to this solution. As the reaction happens, the blue color of the solution should gradually fade out because the end product, iron sulphate, is nearly colorless. Since iron is more reactive than copper, it should displace copper ions in the solution and form iron sulphate. I will give a few minutes for the reaction to occur and observe any changes. As the reaction happens, the blue color of the solution should gradually fade because iron sulphate, the end product, is nearly colorless. I can already see that the color is starting to fade slightly and there is a reddish brown layer forming on the surface of the iron nail. This is solid copper, which is being displaced from the solution. The balanced equation for this reaction is Fe plus CuSO4 gives rise to FeSO4 plus Cu. This means that the copper sulphate reacts with iron to form iron sulphate and solid copper. The copper is seen as the reddish brown coating on the nail. Conclusion: through this experiment, I learned how a more reactive metal like iron can displace a less reactive metal like copper sulphate from its compound. The reactivity series helps predict these kinds of reaction and understand which metal can displace others. Thank you.